Okay, I'd like to cover loading some 30-30 plinkers using cast bullets. This is Oregon Trail's 165 grain. This is a bevel base bullet, no gas check. It's 310 diameter. So the trick to doing this with 30-30, in my opinion, is one, I neck size, so I have the Lee collet, the neck size die, standard Lee bullet seeder, and Lee factory crimp die. What's missing in the whole thing, and if I were to spend some money I could get it, is an expander die, because what you need to do is to just slightly flare this mouth to keep from shaving the bullets every time you seat one of them. So what I do to get around that is I have a 270 Winchester brass cartridge here, and just the brass, excuse me, and it just happens to fit right inside this 30-30 nicely. Now, by the way, this only works with brass. If you try to do it with the nickel plated stuff, you have quite a wrestling match. In other words, this stuff, nickel plated, it doesn't work so well. But what I'm doing works great with brass, and brass, the plain stuff, is what I normally use to make my plinker loads. So anyways, I take it, this is before I run it through the collet die, before I pop the primer, before I do anything. Okay, so I take it, jam it in here, like this, and I know it doesn't look like it could have done much, but now I turn around and hit it with the collet die, pop the primer out, prime it. Now my plinkers, I use 6 grains, or a little over 6 grains typically, like 6.2 grains of Hodgdon Clays powder. It's a fast burning pistol powder, and works great for this application. So now I'm going to put the bullet in here, seat the bullet. So it doesn't have a flare like a good flaring die would do, or like the Lehman M die. And we'll go ahead and nail it with the factory crimp. And now I'm hoping you can see this, that even though this is sort of a cheesy way to do it, that guy did not shave at all. So 270 Winchester brass, vanilla 30-30. I'm just making plinkers. These are collet neck sized only. I don't do any prep on this brass at all. When you do plinkers, it hardly, if it ever grows, like 30-30 brass typically does. As you know, it'll grow in length quite a bit if you shoot hot loads. I don't do anything with this stuff. I just put them together, and then people shoot them. Velocity out of my Marlin runs at just right at 1100 feet per second. It just is a sweet spot with my Marlin. This shoots very accurately. That's about it. So just a way to do it. Hope this helps. Bye.